Greetings, Diablo fans. Today I want to do some $4 streaming for a few minutes so I can get a good recording. The last couple times there was really bad server lag, so it all kind of dropped frames. So I want to delete those and I want to have a nice recording. So what I've been doing is riffs mostly, but I've also started doing some bounties so that I can get my cube equipped with all the nice recipes. I actually have most of the recipes in live, but I still want to get the ones I'm missing, and plus there might be obviously some I need here for my characters, and those will be a priority too. But it all depends on the drops. So let's see where everybody is. Boxing in Diablo is a really fun and challenging project because there's no follow like there is in most multiplayer games, so you have to use mouse broadcasting and get all of them moving in the same direction, and it can be challenging, amusing at times, and also horrible. So it just depends on your perspective, but if you have control issues and things like that, it might be too painful. But if you just want to have fun and try something new and challenging, then yeah, multi-boxing Diablo 3. What you do is you get your characters all grouped up in a little corner, and since this is basically dungeon crawling, you get a lot of little corners and things where you can group them up. So maybe we'll just go and do a rift today just for a change, because I've been doing a lot of the bounties to get mats. So let's try a Nephilim rift. And here we go. We be rifting. Well, when there's things that you have to click on the screen, it's all depending on having them in the same place, because the mouse cursor position is relative to the character position. Nice Abula reflection to start us off. Very nice. That was fail. I was trying to use my gamepad, but it turns out it's still set on WoW settings. And see how they get all spread out as the different mobs use their talents that put them out of position. So you have to constantly, while you're fighting, you also have to constantly try and reposition them, keep them closer together. Like this guy here is way back. That's my wizard. So I'll try to move back toward him, but as I move back toward him, we're getting, he's moving too. So that's why you have to come to a spot. Now one of them died. You have to come to a spot where where they'll stop moving. In other words, you get them in a corner and group them up. So this guy is respawned at the beginning, so he can come back. Ooh, somebody dinged, level 42. Oh, we gotta get out of this fire. Yeah, ground effects are the pits for this. And gearing is different too for boxing. You're gonna have to gear a lot more defensively because obviously you have much less control over what's happening. So, even though your main screen, you may be able to run out of the ground effects, you're still gonna get in trouble. There's another one that dings now. Sometimes it can be serendipitously beneficial, like I can see one of them is near a shrine. Ooh, somebody got a dun, 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 dun. Legendary alert, stopped everything. Alright, now we've got them spread out into two groups of two. Oh, and the bad purple stuff. I really don't like the bad purple stuff. Oh my gosh! Treasure goblin. Where is he? He was here a second ago. Where'd he go? Oh gosh. See, one of them might have pulled it. And it timed out before we could get it. Oh. Missing a treasure goblin is worth. See, now they're all like in one little pack there, and that's how you like to keep them nice and tight. And then you have to keep redoing it each time. Now, there were some orbs over here to pick up. Let's go do that. And this rift is actually going really fast. If I can remember where they were. Ooh, here they go. So, apparently in all our spazzing we managed to kill something. And there's the shrine. I don't even know what it was a shrine of, but it's all good. Also, the looting is problematic because it's not AoE looting, so they did add some AoE looting in this expansion. They added gems, at least those all get picked up at once, but you still have to run over your gold. Oh, they also added, if you have a pet, it will pick up gold for you. A vanity pet, it will pick up gold for you. So, I don't have a pet on these. I have them on my main account because I've been playing on that one from the beginning, so I got a lot of bonuses. I want to get a pet on the other accounts, which I think there is one of the rewards for this season is a pet set. I'm going to try and go for that one. But if you tend to click around on all the different, here's another legendary. And I try to check the map before I leave an area in case, oh, see, this guy down, he's got two legendaries. Let's go look for that. I gotta collect my guys again. It is really an exercise of patience. I find it really fun, and it makes me laugh because I do the dumbest thing. I'm completely entertained by my own incompetence. What could be better? But I want to work my way down to the south part and pick up those legendaries, because not only are they convenient for leveling, they also have the special qualities that you learn for your cube. And so even though it's a level 40 legendary, it's still as good as a 70 legendary as far as teaching it to the cube to learn the skill. So, I've really been kind of caught up with other games. I've been doing a lot in WoW. I've been playing The Witcher, and Fallout 4 is really fun. I haven't put as much time in that as I want to. And, Arcane. I don't like those purple death rays. This guy has to go down, because he'll give us some XP. But I do at least want to get these guys to 70 and start getting them some of the seasonal achievements. And doing it this way is not efficient. I mean, the efficient thing would be to just ask someone to power level one of them to 70 in 20 minutes inside of a rift, and then use him to level the other 3, and that way I could be 70 really quickly. But I guess I am kind of masochistic in that and I just enjoy playing the game. So, and I am collecting mats, and I'm collecting legendaries for the things. So I'm not really that gung-ho on this season. Oops, other map. The other one is over here on the East Coast. Right about, I don't know, North Carolina-ish. Let's see. And what you do as far as their skills is try to coordinate each skill. Like if you put the same skill on level on position 1 is going to be like your taunt or your initial like for the monk to put up her protective spells and that kind of thing, and then when you press 1 it passes to each screen simultaneously. So, and you can actually be quite powerful with this, because it's like having the same mind. It's exactly like if you had a group of friends who were really close, knew each other perfectly, and knew the game perfectly. And I don't know the game perfectly, but they would all coordinate their attacks for maximum effect. So you can kind of approach that level of skill if you're good at this. I do it more just for the pure fun of it, but if you're a serious competitive gamer, you can try multi-boxing, take it to the next level, try something even more challenging. And the other benefit of boxing in Diablo 3 is farming, because it gives you a substantial bonus for being in a 4-person group. And yes, you can pug into a group, but it's kind of hit or miss whether you're going to get qualified people in the group and whether they're going to complete it with you. So, I mean, actually the grouping in Diablo 3 is pretty good. Most people that play it know what they're doing. And there's that epic I was trying to pick up. Okay, now let's see what else. Alright, we haven't done the southern part. And I'm still picking up all the yellows and blues, because I need the mats on the other accounts. I've got some that I've started to collect. But like my Paragon level on my main account is up in the, I think it's in the 600s, but on these other accounts they're just babies. They've just barely touched the surface. So a lot of the things I'm doing are to get those other accounts going. And there's a nice dense group of them. And if you've played this game at all, you know it's all about density. And that's especially good with boxing too, because you don't have to move around too much before you can get them all. And let's take advantage of these little nooks. This is one of those like open rifts, so it's a little harder in the like the dungeon little things with all the tunnels. It's a lot easier because there's less space for them to get pushed around, and there's more corners. But these are quite manageable. You just have to keep persisting to turn it off. And if you have to move one of them, you can either turn off your mouse broadcasting and move them where you need them, or what I've done with this team is I set up their key bindings in such a way so that I can press F1 through F4 to move each of them individually. So if, say, screen 2 and 4 need to come to where my main is, I would just hold those down with the force move, and then it can also be bound to force stop on the other ones if you want to go the extra mile. But so there are like tricks and ways you can make it easier. Oh, and I did start to say this. A big advantage of playing in a group like this is that the XP bonus, although they nerfed it some in this expansion, they made it not quite as attractive. It's still significant. So you get more XP the more people in your group, up to a max of 4, of course. And so even if you just want to use it for farming purposes to enhance your main account, if you're running rifts all day and all night and you want to gather mats, I mean the main thing about Diablo 3 is there's no auction house, there's no trading. Well, there is actually, okay, there's another benefit to multi-boxing is sharing gear, because say I get a nice Crusader shield on my wizard. Now if you didn't have a wizard, you would just basically have to disenchant that, and or if you had a wizard on another account, you could give it to your same account, but you can't pass it to a different account unless they're in your group. So all these guys are in the same group, which means even though they're on different accounts, which because Blizzard only allows one Diablo 3 account per BattleNet, so you have to have 4 different BattleNets to do this. Not like WoW. Like WoW, you can have 8 WoW licenses on one BattleNet. so that way you get all the benefits of all the bind on account items and things like that. But for Diablo they only allow one, I guess because it's free to play, I don't know why. But therefore each account has to make its own way and get its own achievements and recipes for the... I hope she doesn't die here. Let's pot. I don't know why these stupid fat guys won't die, stupid grotesque thing. And I guess because all my other guys are up in the corner there. There we go. There's one down. Come on over here and help me, buddy. Mr. Wizard. Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes, I talk to my alts. I am certifiably nuts. But, yeah. Who cares? Because I have fun. And let's go find these other guys. We're about good 3/4 through this. And I'm just gonna make this recording of this one rift. I've been frustrated trying to get a good recording of T3. It's the server problems last week, and I looked at the videos and it was all like no good. But looking at the other screen, it looks like this is coming up okay. So hope springs eternal. I got that shrine over there, right? Yeah, I think I got that. And I'm not, so far I haven't seen the entrance to another level here. But I guess it must be down, I don't know, it seems like they're always in the north, but I do like the way that the maps work in Diablo. It's a randomly generated map, and they're more or less the same, but everything is in different places. There's different mobs, so each one that you go into is unique and interesting. So, and since there is a lot of grinding in this game, legendary alert! Who got a legendary? Demon Hunter. Okay, and oh yes, I am doing a rainbow mixed class group here. You can also stack classes, which has its own benefits. People even do that in their teams for pushing their for getting on the leaderboards and stuff. So that's definitely viable. The main reason I do the mixed classes is because I'm probably going to want to try them all anyway, and this way I'll have a level 70 of each one to play with, and plus, as I said, I can share their gears as they go through. Because it's like if you have 4 demon hunters, I mean, I've done that, but then one demon hunter gets a legendary bow and he keeps it, and then you have to find one for the others. So I find that they can gear up quicker like this. And so I've got a monk, and a demon hunter, and a crusader for tanking, and a wizard. I don't normally play wizards. I usually go with witch doctor, but I wanted to try out this firebird set. There's the entrance to the next level. Because last season I was like trolling everybody, keep setting firebirds as the best fire, and they'd be like, what? That's firebirds is garbage. But now it's good, so I guess I was a little ahead of my time on that. But okay, I'll go in the next level and see if we can get this done. So grouping them up, especially when you're going to go through a portal or something. There we go. So that the little icon is in the same place. And in order to use this mouse broadcasting, you do need to have your aspect ratio on each screen the same, which you can select that as an option, because the arrow on each screen has to be in the same place relative to that character, and if not, it's pretty much not gonna work. And like Chuck before the wind, I never get tired of their emotes and their things. My favorite emotes are the Demon Hunter emotes, but the Crusader's pretty funny too. And then the banter with their followers when you're playing solo. Fun stuff. Okay, here's a nice group. Cower before sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, see, with these little corners, it becomes less problematic to keep them in sync. Treasure chest. I can't tell you how much I love treasure chests. They're just so awesome in any game. I was so sad they took almost all of them out of WoW, and the ones they left just have like garbage, pretty much. And also they nerfed the ones in here. Those resplendent chests used to have all the good epics and everything. Now they just have, like, usually some yellows or something. But again, we can thank the gold farmers for both of those things, because they try to exploit and just get whatever they can in the way of loot with the least amount of effort. But I would think now that they made all this stuff BOP or whatever, bind on account, I guess the legendaries are, that they could put it back if they wanted to. These blues are always challenging. There we go. Now everybody's together. Let's go make a united attack. And that good burst when you have everybody together is what you're looking for. That's why it pays to group them up. Meanwhile, their cooldowns can proc again, and you get a lot of burst. Okay. Shouldn't be too much longer, and we can confront the big bad boss. Looks like I have talents to put in, but I'm not going to do that on the stream. It's not ready. Trust the murderer. He has arcane, enchanted. Oh no, not arcane. Why do we have to always use? I think when I get my talents for the cube, I'm gonna go with the one that makes you immune to arcane. In fact, it makes the arcane heal you for 20% of the damage it would have done. So that's definitely something worth having. It's always hard to choose. I mean, there's so many good talents to put in there, and some of the classes have like required ones that are well, they're not required per se, but they're so much better than the other ones that you pretty much have to choose them if you want to be competitive. But some of the classes you can have an option. It just depends on how they adjust the classes for each season. But I'm excited to try out all the new stuff. The set dungeons, I tried those when I played in Alpha. I did the Demon Hunter, a couple of the Demon Hunter ones, and they were pretty fun. It was like it gives you a specific challenge based on the set bonus that your dungeon is for. So, like the Demon Hunter had to have his Reign of Vengeance up for a certain amount of time, constantly. So. And that's the main perk of that build is the Reign of Vengeance. So it was hard. Okay. Oh, there's the Rift Guardian as promised. Okay, gather everybody up. Agnadox. What does he do? I don't remember. I've only killed him like 500 times, but can I remember what he does? Guess I'll find out. And when you're boxing, you kind of have to get in the habit of using your peripheral vision to see what's going on in those other screens. But with the right layout, it's not too hard. I mean, here's the bottom line, guys. If I can multi-box, anybody can. I have kind of a running joke that I can't play one character properly, but I can play 4. It's like a paradox. Maybe it's just an extreme case of ADD. I'm like, oh, this guy needs, what, over here? Alright, so he's going down pretty good. Just gotta keep this. 19. My Rolf is low. She's so cool. What was that? Something. Whoops. Potion. Die. There we go. Okay. So we got all our blood shards. Gosh, I haven't spent any blood shards, I bet. Yep. We don't need to sell them yet. But anyway, that is the basic concept for multi-boxing in WoW, and I hope that was helpful to anyone that is thinking of trying it, and y'all have an awesome day, and this is OG Gamer with peace out.